Welcome to the ports and shipping news from Visakhapatnam. China accounted for 23.6% of global crude trade in 2023. Strong crude oil import growth from China during 2023 offered additional support to the tanker market. In its latest weekly report, shipbroker Banchero Costa said that 2023 has been another positive period for crude oil trade, despite the high oil prices and risks of economic recession. In January 2023, global crude oil loadings went up plus 4.7% YOY to 2,186.8 million tons, excluding all cabotage trade, according to vessels tracking data from Refinitiv. This was well above the 2,088.6 million tons in January 2022 and the 1,911.5 million tons of January 2021, and also slightly above the 2,113.9 million t in the same period of 2019. Exports from the Arabian Gulf were down by -1.1% YOY to 875.0 million t in January 2023, and accounted for 40% of global seaborne trade. Exports from Russian ports instead increased by +5.4% YOY to 230.5 million tons, or 10.5% of global trade. From the USA, exports surged by +19.5% YOY to 198.0 million tons in January 2023. From West Africa, exports increased by +2.6% YOY to 175.4 million t. From South America, exports surged by +18.6% YOY to 161.1 million t. From Northwest Europe, exports increased +3.6% YOY to 111.3 million tons. According to Banchero Costa, in terms of demand, the top seaborne importer of crude oil in 2023 was mainland China, accounting for 23.6% of global trade. Volumes into China surged by +14.1% YOY to 514.5 million t in January-December 2023, from 450.9 million tons in 2022. Imports to the EU-27 increased by +4.5% YOY to 472.8 million t, accounting for 21.7% of global trade. To ASEAN, imports increased by +10.1% YOY to 246.1 million t in 2023. To ASEAN Korea, imports increased by +2.5% YOY to 140.45 million t in 2023. To Japan, imports declined by -8.1% YOY to 121.6 million tons. Mainland China is right now the largest importer of crude oil in the world, with a 23.7% share, once again marginally ahead of the European Union's 21.7% share. In January 2022, China imported 439.2 million tons of crude oil by sea, excluding cabotage, according to Refinitiv vessel tracking data. This represented a contraction of -2.5% YOY compared to the 450.2 million tons imported in 2021. The shipbroker added that, in the full 12-month of 2023, imports into China rebounded strongly by +14.1% YOY to 514.5 million tons, which was actually even higher than the record 491.9 million t in 2020. In Jan-February 2024, the positive trend continued, with imports into China growing by +10.7% YOY to 82.8 million t, up from 74.8 million t in the first 2 months of 2023. About 83% of volumes discharged in China in January 2023 were carried in VLCCs, about 7% were carried in Suezmaxes, and about 10% in Aframaxes. Main crude oil import terminals in China are Ningbo/Zhoushan, 69.7 million tons in January 2023, Lanshan, 50.7 million t, Dongjiakou, 48.1, Dalian, 37.0, Qingdao, 34.5, Zhanjiang, 30.8, Tianjin, 25.0, Quanzhou, 24.9, Yantai, 22.8, Huizhou, 22.8, Beiluan, 16.2, Sizi, 16.1, Jieyang, 14.7, Caophidian, 13.4. In terms of sources of the shipments, the majority of China's oil imports arrives from the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is the single largest exporter to China, accounting for 15.4% of volumes in January 2023. In January 2023, China imported 79.3 million tons of crude oil from Saudi Arabia, up +0.3% YOY. In the same period, imports from Iraq to China increased by plus 9.3% YoY to 56.0 million T, and from the UAE by plus 6.6% YoY to 37.0 million T. Volumes from Oman increased by plus 10.7% YoY to 40.1 million T. From Kuwait declined by minus 23.1% YoY to 22.4 million T. Direct shipments from Russia increased by plus 30.9% YoY to 55.2 million T in January 2023. Nevertheless, Russia still accounts for less than 11% of China's overall seaborne crude oil imports. Imports from ASEAN increased by plus 23.9% YoY to 54.2 million T in January 2023, and from South America by plus 41.2% YoY to 43.0 million T. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.